Hi guys! I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Inspirations, my podcast dedicated to hand-dyed yarns and knitting. My name is Christelle, and today I'm going to share with you the theme for the Advent calendar of 2024, and I'm going to share with you a few colorways that will be in the shop later this month. The colorways of the Sock Knitter's Almanac from past Junes. Okay, but let me start first with the theme for the Advent calendars. It's something that my French clients have been requesting for quite some time. I'm a bit late to the game, but because the Advent calendar is such a huge project for me, it usually takes up some time from June up to the very end of December. Beginning of the year, I'm just not psychologically ready to dive back into the next Advent calendar. I need some, some space in the year that is not where there's no question about I don't have to think about it at all, okay? I love to do it. I'm loving the theme I picked, and as I'm doing every time, but it's such a huge project, guys. I need to get some time off just to be able to come back fully recharged with a lot of creative energy to dedicate to this project. And so without further ado, here is the mood board, okay? So this time around, I was strongly influenced by a deck of oracle cards that I bought earlier this year from the very talented illustrator Jessica Roux. So all the illustrations there are not from Jessica Roux, but the thing that sparked the idea for the Advent calendar is by Jessica Roux. I'm going to put that aside for the moment and share with you the deck I'm talking about. Okay, this is it. This is called Woodlands, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And if you don't know Jessica Roux, just check her out. I love her approach to color, her approach to illustration. She's very talented, and I don't know why, but her work resonates a lot with me. So this is the starting point. Because I bought a book by her called The Wheel of the Year, the universe, or more accurately, the algorithm, thought I would be interested in this, okay? I'm kind of a skeptic. I'm not septic. I'm a skeptic. So, I'm kind of a skeptic, so I didn't buy that just to have it tell me my future, okay? That's not the point. After reviewing it pretty intensely and getting to know the cards and the meanings, I was drawn to it as a tool for personal development. I think you can really approach this as a tool of personal development because it asks you to ask yourself actually some questions, to have an introspecting sorry, I forgot the word I wanted to use. Well, it invites you to be a bit into introspection, okay, and to ask you some questions regarding several things in your life. Could be success, could be your relations to others, could be I don't know, the stage of your life you're in, or it's really not mystical at all. Okay, so the advice, it comes with a little guide, which is very handy, with the meaning of the different cards, for example, which is very useful. And one way to get familiar with the deck of cards is to pick one card every day. So I did that, you know, out of curiosity, and I'm shuffling my cards religiously every day, and I'm picking a card, and I'm a bit, what can I say? It's been surprising, okay? It's been surprisingly, how do you say that? On point? I mean, relevant. And the thing that surprises me the most is that I'm picking, very often I'm picking the same cards or the same meaning. And this is I mean, this is kind of surprising because I'm telling you guys, I'm shuffling the cards, okay? I'm shuffling the cards very hard. I'm trying to, how do you say that? En France, we say couper. I'm trying to cut, you know, thing. Not at the same place every time. I'm trying to shuffle the cards. I'm taking a long time shuffling the cards because from the beginning, I was a bit surprised. How is it possible that I'm picking out the same cards again and again and again? And when I'm saying again and again and again, I'd say that on 20 cards that I pulled, I had maybe I don't know, 5 times the same card, which is kind of surprising because there is 52 cards, and there are some cards that I've never picked at all. So I've never seen them. So I'm not saying I'm a believer. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm surprised, okay? And it can be bloody relevant, okay? Which is kind of surprising also, for lack of a better word. Anyway, that was the starting point. I'm going to share a few cards with you guys. If it gives you, if it, you know, makes you want to buy the deck, I think Jessica was going to be okay with that. Obviously I'm going to share this one, the sheep and blackberry. Okay, I'm not going to share the meaning though, okay, because I'm protecting authors' rights. But look at that sheep, okay? I love the aesthetics, the fact that it's kind of muted and dark, but kind of positive at the same time, because, you know, I've searched the difference between a, this one is beautiful too. This is, what this is? The ram and dahlia. Oh, the ram. The bear and cedar. Well, for example, this is a card I've pulled so many times, I'm not counting them anymore, okay? What is the probability, guys? I mean, I love math, okay? I love math. And I did a lot of probabilities when I was still in high school. Is it high school for you guys? I mean, I think it's more like sophomore or something like that. Well, it was just at the lycée for my bac. I did a lot of math, a lot of probabilities. I'm telling you guys, probability is not on the side of, I mean, it's surprising, okay? Maybe there is something I'm not being aware of, but this one is lovely too. This is the cat and lavender. And I think there is a last one I wanted to share with you, the one which has pumpkins. Obviously, I wanted to share that with you. Where is it? There is one with pumpkins. Oh yeah, this one too. I've picked this one. The squirrel and chestnut. Oh. And you know, the meaning is different if you pick it upright or reverse. It doesn't mean the same thing. So this one is the boar and pumpkin. Okay, so that was the starting point for the inspiration for the calendar. And then back to my mood board here. So I didn't want to, you know, rely only on the deck of cards because I wanted to have something a bit more generic. And not generic, but a bit bigger, to be able to wander, to let my inspiration wander outside of Jessica Roux deck of cards, obviously. So I decided to extend the scope of the theme, to stay in the woodlands, but attach the theme to the witchy woodland, which means that there is a little bit of mysticism there as well, but not completely, because to me the figure of the witch is not something that I'm approaching with the supernatural angle, but more like wise women with a lot of power and knowledge, like this figure of an empowered woman who was able to live on her own and to have her own objectives and develop her own knowledge. And I think that's really what I love about the figure of the witch, is that it's this powerful woman, this powerful figure of a woman. So I wanted to delve into that theme for the Advent calendar. It's completely, I'm sticking with the name Advent calendar, but it's just a commercial name because it's really not linked to the Christian religion anymore. I mean, that ship has sailed. So it's really, it can seem like a contradiction to have Witchy Woodland for the Advent calendar. I'm aware of that. It's the same thing as that Halloween celebration in the town near my home in Bernay, which is a very big Halloween festival, which is awesome. And it's held inside an abbey, an old abbey, which is not a cult, a place of cult anymore. But you see the contradiction there. It's a bit the same, I think, with the Advent this year for me. But I mean, it's something that I'm accepting and happy with, okay? So I can't wait to, you know, start working on creating all the colors which will be exclusive to the calendar. The palette will be earthy tones, things in relation to the woodlands, so you can expect earthy tones, green tones, muted colors. Nothing like last year, which was a kaleidoscope of colors. This year it's going to be much more dark and muted and earthy tones. And the design, I can't wait to start on the design. So the mystery card will be included in the Advent calendar. It's becoming my only design opportunity, but boy, is it a good one. I'm looking forward to be working on that design. And this time around, there is only one formula for the calendar, for the Advent calendar, and it's going to include a full skein of mohair and silk because it's going to be part of the design. So I'm going to design a shawl that will be using the 24 minis of the Advent calendar and the full skein. So this time around, I will ask you guys to open the full skein first and then the 24th minis in the order of the pattern, what the pattern calls for, in the order of the days, obviously. The price is 189 euros for 24 mini skins, one skein of mohair and silk, the pattern and goodies. Okay, and I'm really happy and excited to start working on this project. It's going to be especially motivating this year because my daughter is going to work alongside me during the month of summer, and she's going to be working on the calendar with me, so it's kind of going to be something like a mother-daughter experience, which is so cool. And yeah, I'm very happy about this project. Anyway, for the nitty-gritty of the pre-orders, today is Monday, the 10th of June. You will already have received the newsletter, but don't worry, you are not going to be rushed or anything, because I'm aware some of you, some of you, not some of you, most of you are working, okay? You have working hours. So I decided to send you the newsletter with the link to the pre-orders for the advent calendars at 8 p.m. Paris time and not 5 p.m. In the newsletter sent out at 5 p.m. you got all the information pertaining to the theme and how to order, but the link itself will be active and will be sent out at 8 p.m. Paris time today. That's Monday the 10th of June, okay? I had already a waiting list for this year from people from last year who couldn't get their hands on an advent calendar last year. So those people received an invitation to buy the advent calendars in avant-première. So that's done. Okay, and now the calendars will be on sale for you guys from the newsletter. Okay, and if after putting them on sale through the newsletter I still have some calendars, I will put them in the shop. But it's been a few years now that it doesn't go in the shop, it's only via the newsletter. Okay, so if you're watching this and you're interested, you still have time to subscribe. Before 8 p.m. tonight, Paris time, you still have time to subscribe, okay? You will receive the link with, if you subscribe now, you will receive the link to purchase the advent calendar, but it won't, there is strong chance that it won't go at all in the shop, okay? And once it's sold out, it's sold out. I won't be able to add more quantities, but I might be able, like this year, to dye some minis in the same colors in January, after it's all done. And how it's going to work, so you will receive at 8 p.m. the link. When you click on the link, it takes you to a Google form that you have to fill out with all the usual information, name, address, Ravelry ID, that kind of thing. And once you've completed the Google form and you validated the Google form, you will have access to the link to the page to pre-order and pay for your calendar. Shipping of the calendar will start the week commencing October 28th, and there will be 2 weeks dedicated to the sending of the calendar. So it will start end of October until first week of November. I think I've covered everything. I hope so. Anyway, every detail in this is in the newsletter anyway, and the link is not active yet. Don't worry, okay? You have the time to watch the podcast. It's not, there's no rush, no urge. So then, I think that's going to be on Monday the 23rd. There will be a shop update with the colorway of June from the previous years of the Sock Knitter's Almanac. So what that means that it's going to start with 2021, and in 2021 I dyed, June 2021 I dyed Garden Prince, which is a lovely camailleux of different shades of purple with just a hint of, you know, burnt orange. Love this colorway still. Okay, and it's also my way of, it's a nod to Prince as well, which has been my favorite singer since 1992. Started collecting his albums in 1992, okay, with Diamonds and Pearls, and then I went back and used all my, you know, the money my parents gave me every month to buy cassettes from his previous album starting the year of my birth. His first album was released in 1978, which is my year of birth, and with my money when I was 14 years old I bought all his previous albums, because I'm like that. When I love something I have to have it all. I have to, you know, collect everything. Anyway, so that was also the inspiration for the colorway is clearly floral. It's like irises and beautiful flowers in the purple, you know, range of colors. But the name Garden Prince is not a coincidence, okay? Purple rain, guys, okay? Anyway, June 2022 was, everything is falling down. Bonfire. So the inspiration for that was bonfires, like on the beach at sunset. beautiful pictures. I love that colorway. It reminds me of, you know, vacation on the seaside and good times, and I love this colorway. Strongly evocatives of good times. And then 2023, I have to get them because they fell. So 2023, 2 colorways, because I started doing 2 colorways per month that year. So the first one is Fairy Tale, which actually grew on me because I didn't dye it. I haven't dyed it for a long time. I started dyeing it again, I think a couple of months ago, in March, I think, because a client requested it. And when I dyed it again, I had like 8 months, between 8 and maybe 10 months without dyeing it properly. And it was not my favorite at the time. I found it a bit dull, a bit, you know. And then I dyed it again. And it's like I saw it without being too close from the time in which I created it. And it gave me another perspective, and I fell in love completely. So well that I actually dyed a batch, especially for me, like Castana ranunculus with it. So it's currently in my whip archive because I've been, you know, wanting to knit other things, but it's still on the list of the things that I want to complete. And I love that colorway. I love how subtle it is. I love all the little touch of colors, like this turquoise and red and yellow, and it's absolutely gorgeous without using any neon, guys. It's so rare. It needs to be emphasized, okay? I love that colorway. I think I've been talking to myself for the past 5 minutes, guys. Okay, I've just changed batteries, and okay, I've been talking to myself. I mean, it wasn't recording. Anyway, this is Moonchild. This is the last colorway that I wanted to share with you, with the companion for Fairy Tale. Inspired by the moon, clearly, with, you can see it's the moon, okay? It's pale gray like the moon, with the craters, and you even have this lovely rusty, very light rusty color. I love that colorway so much. Anyway, you might say that I love all my colorways, but that's true. I do love all my colorways. I won't say that they're like my babies, because I have babies and I love them much more than my colorways, but still, I kind of have a special attachment to my colorways, okay? This is Macaron and Meringue, the colorways for the month of June of the stock knitted on attack, this June 2024. And you know, guys, I've upped my production, okay? Since I've recruited someone to work with me in the dye studio, I've been able to up my game a bit, and there is much more yarn in the shop. Still, I'm sold out on those. And thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. I'm just on cloud nine right now. Thank you so much. So I will be in Bretagne, that's Brittany, next week. It's on June 15th and 16th, which, by the way, is my birthday. So I will be in Bretagne at the festival Les Big Woodlands. And I will be very happy to see you guys if you're around. Please say hi. I will have all the colorways that I've shown, okay? I will have a lot of Macaron and Meringue, plus all the June's colorways, plus a lot of other colorways. And what I wanted to share with you too is I had this adventure in the dye studio. There is a colorway that I'm dyeing very often because it's one of your favorites, and it's called Journée d'été. And I had Journée d'été on my planning, and I started dyeing, but it was not Journée d'été. I don't know what I did, but I started the base wrong. It was the wrong color, and then when I realized what I was doing, I was like, what am I doing? I'm not going to be able to to dye Journée d'été, it's not the right color for the base. I mean, I have to, also I decided to improvise, and boy, what I improvised is just gorgeous. So gorgeous that as soon as it was dried, I caked it up and I cast on, okay? And I love it so much that it's going to be the colorway of the month of July. So I'm not going to share it with you, not yet, because I want you to see it next month, and I still have to dye the companion colorway to go alongside this one. But let's say that I'm very happy with the result. It's very joyful, very caliente, I might say. And I'm kind of resisting the urge to show it to you. I want to, you know, keep, because I have this habit of sharing the colorway of the month at the beginning of each month. I do not want to break this habit, so I'm not going to share it with you, but know that I'm very happy. It's beautiful. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again. Next podcast episode will be on the 23rd, if I'm correct, and that's a Monday. If it's not a Monday, just pick the closest date to 23rd, which is a Monday, and that will be it, okay? And in the meantime, take care. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy everything, and see you for the next one. Bye, guys.